What's going on, guys? Kroku here, and welcome to some Call of Duty Black Ops. Now, remember my last gameplay where I uploaded that kind of, that nice little kill streak? Well, this is kind of a follow-up game. This is what happened the next game. It's different people because, people switched lobbies and stuff like that, but I still managed to get my revenge. 3 out of the 6 were wearing ghosts, so I guess it's half and half. But I do end up getting my revenge. I still have some pretty crappy weapons, and not that the MP5K is crappy, it's just, a startup gun. I'd rather much be using, I don't know, the Mac 11. Well, I do have the Mac 11, so that's not really... The MPL, there you go, but I don't have it. So, right now I'm watching Sweden versus the Ukraine, and I have to say that the score it's about to end, so that's why I'm doing it. Well, the halftime, they're about to go into halftime, and it's 0-0. So far, the biggest surprises of the tournament for me is actually Poland tying the Greeks, and Denmark beating Holland. That's in my opinion the biggest two surprises. I mean, everybody was saying that Poland's gonna win. Basically, everybody was saying that Poland is gonna slaughter the Greeks, and what happened? Poland played good in the first half, and then they played like crap in the second half. I hope that doesn't happen tomorrow when they verse the Russians, because the Russians started off very, very strong. 4-1 against the Czech Republic. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And then we had a bunch of more tie games, including what was it today? France versus England. That game was kind of, it had its good moments. And then we had Italy versus Spain, which ended up as a tie as well. So, a bunch of tie games. However, this isn't the talk about the Euro Cup. This isn't talk about the Euro Cup. We're going to be talking about the new Creator Class System 3.0 in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now, initially, we heard that there was going to be a new, class system, class-based system. So, we heard Creator Class 2.0. But from what we heard, from what the people at E3, because only a couple of companies got their hands on the multiplayer, just a bunch, like G4 and IGN, but really it was just like a secret project, let's just say. However, 2 out of those, companies couldn't keep their mouths shut, so they released information. And I am very thankful to that. So I was just browsing Charlie's Intel today, and I saw, like, Creator Class 3.0, and I was like, wow, 3.0, so what the hell, what new advances do they have in Black Ops 2? Because, David Vonderhaar and the entire Treyarch team said that it's going to be revolutionary. They're going to completely restructure it. And I guess they did that. Just a couple of pointers, just a couple of points actually from this paragraph. So, Creator Class 3.0. 10-point allocation system replaces primary, secondary grenade slot systems, guns, attachments, equipments, perks take up allocation points. Example, you could have 2 primary weapons, which would use most of your points and only have 1 perk. So, yeah, let's just say it like this. You're using assault rifle, let's say the M16, but you want to use the MP5, so you can. However, if you do that, you're gonna only end up with 1 perk, so you really have to mix and match, and with like no equipment, no grenades, no stuns, no claymores, no motion sensors, so that's pretty cool. Let's say you're a sniper and you want to use, I don't know, the L118 or something, and a shotgun. Well, then you're gonna have to sacrifice all the equipment and all the perks. Because I know that snipers in Modern Warfare 2 especially like to run shotgun secondary, like the Rangers and stuff like that. So that's gonna eliminate that. I mean, I doubt people are gonna substitute for that. I don't even know how the perks are gonna work, what perks are gonna be in the game, but that's a pretty cool idea. And also, wager matches are returning, which is pretty cool. So they have taken out the slot system, like we have Class 1, Class 2, Class 3 and stuff like that. Option to start with no weapon, load up perks and equipment. So I don't really know how that's gonna work. I guess you're gonna get them during the game or something, I don't know. You start out with 10 choices, options per class. New wager match variations, which is gonna be like this is what I heard from the podcast. You're gonna be protecting drones. You're gonna be protecting drones and not let them be destroyed, something like that, something along those lines. So it seems pretty cool. New friend-foe identifier attachment. So, see, with this being said in the future, of course they had to include some crazy, attachments and stuff like that. Not that this is crazy, but maybe when somebody's using, like, I don't know, Ghost or Cold-Blooded and their name isn't you know, shown up as a red cross or as a red crosshair, and their name is not being displayed. Maybe this attachment is gonna make that cancel out. So maybe you're gonna be able to see the guy's name. Maybe you're gonna be able to see that, you know, that he's the enemy. But that's of course gonna take up a slot. So and those points. So we're gonna have to mix and match. And of course, one of the questions raised in the podcast, they were like, you're gonna be of course able to save all this because, you know, going through, okay, I have 50 seconds to do a class setup. And there's buttloads of things, from what I've heard, buttloads of new things in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 that you have to take into consideration. So it's like, okay, I want this gun, and maybe I want this secondary, and this and that, and this and that, and you just won't have time. So of course you're gonna be able to save that. And by the way, this gameplay on Jungle, a lot of the enemy team quit. And I jacked this guy's, actually my teammates. What is that? Stealth bomb, well, Rolling Thunder, there we go. So thank you for that, dude. I kind of split this. Before we actually continue with the gameplay, I want to ask you guys, what do you think of this system? Leave your questions and concerns in the comment section below, because it's a pretty big leak of information, excuse me. But I cut this gameplay short because then I was just running around looking for 3 people. As you guys can see, 36-4 is the final score. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Leave a like, and I will see you guys next time.